what is the whole science of acupressure? And how did I come up with this whole thing? Okay, this is what my opinion is of it, okay? From what I've read online, what I've seen. There's charts and other information like that show you all these different points that you can just press into. They have little, they have tools and things in the science of acupuncture and acupressure that they use. They even sell stuff on Amazon where you just like press into specific points and then you can release pressure doing that. And they're looking at all over the body. There's specific points that have been scientifically proven to work in those areas. So what I did was I just kind of took that idea and I just utilized it towards my knee rehab, or to my, helping kind of my legs out. Yeah, basically I utilized those principles kind of for my knee rehab, but instead of kind of selectively picking points, I just pressed anywhere, but use that same sort of philosophy. The philosophy is like, in my mind is this, it's like, okay, here's pressure, you feel pressure in a certain spot, okay? Here's what, I'm gonna take my finger as an example, okay? It's like you're just pressing like right into that spot, like directly on that spot, and then it's like you're using your neck to kind of like release the pressure. And the way that works, this is not scientifically proven, I don't know, but from my experience, this is what I believe it to be. Okay, the pressure, when you press on that point, all signals go through your spinal cord, okay? So say I want to move my hand. Okay, it's from my brain, like the thought goes from there, it goes, it triggers the movement, it goes through my spinal cord, and then it goes through my arm to here. But it's like lightning fast, you know what I'm saying? It's like immediately when I think of it, it's like I can move it. I can move any of these fingers, move my arms any way I want. So, using that, okay, based on that kind of principle of everything going through your spine like that, in terms of like signals and other things like that, muscle memory too, it's the same principle. It's like I'm pressing on a specific point, and as I'm pressing on that point, the pressure is actually going through my arm, all the way up my spinal cord, all the way to the top of my neck. So when I turn my neck to the side, it releases the pressure. And I believe that's just the system that God created in order for us to release pressure from specific areas. It's like there has to be an outlet, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't have to turn your neck to that. Sometimes you'll just get pressure, but a lot of times I find that it's like when you specifically press on that point, it's like it sends the pressure through your spine to the top, and then when you turn your neck to the side, it releases it. And I believe it's true. I believe it's 100% true, because it's like when you work on a specific point, if you get pressure out and then you try it again, you won't get any pressure out the second time. You might get a little bit, but it depends on how much pressure is in the area. But that just proves it's like you release the pressure from that point. So if there was still pressure in there, when you pressed on it again and you turn your neck to the side, you would have gotten another click, right? Well, you didn't. Okay, and then you move on to another area, you might not get anything, and then you might find another area and be like, oh, and then it works. So I think it just proves itself. It proves itself. It's all perfectly logical. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some more techniques right here. Sometimes I do this when I'm sitting in the bathtub, I'm soaking my leg, because I feel like I get better movement because I'm more relaxed. I have music on, and it's just soaking in the water, so it's going to move better. So I take these basic tools like this. I use the same principle that I use with the neck to the side trick. So as you can see, I put it underneath my foot right here like this, press in deep like this, kind of move it around, and then turn your neck to the side. Same deal, and just hit different points. Switch legs, do it underneath your knee right here. And then I have different tools. I have like this one, you can use it underneath your ankle right here at the bottom. You can even press it off of something and press it on the bottom of your feet, like on the bathtub wall. A lot of times I do that, and you can get pressure out the bottom of your feet too. So it's just working on your legs. It's important, because if I don't do that, my legs are really sore sometimes. It's hard for me to sleep, dude. Like it's just as simple as that. Pay to play. Like if you're gonna go out and skate, and you're gonna go out and exercise and do other things, and spend hours doing that, putting strain and stress on your joints and body, you can take 15 minutes to just handle this. It's not a big deal, It really isn't. People are just so lazy, or they're just like this kind of tough guy attitude shit. It's just like, dude, you can just rehab yourself. It doesn't take that long to do, and it's just logic. Like you go out there and you put stress on your muscles, you better take the time to get that pressure out, or you're gonna be suffering, or you're gonna not be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not healthy. So it's much healthier to just handle business. You know what I'm saying? Handle business, son. Get this shit done, motherfucker. Bitch. Get this motherfucking shit done. So, okay, I'm going to show you some more advanced ones. You're going to take this one like this. You can wrap it in a towel or do something like that because it is kind of sharp. But this is a good one for behind your leg. So I just sit right on top of it like this. And you put a lot of pressure on there, right on your calf and on your thigh right here. And then just turn your neck to the side. I got a little bit of pressure out right there. I heard it. Felt it. Switch legs. So this is a great one right here. This one where you sit on it. I love that one. And then I also use this. This isn't even like a standard thing that people use. It's a perfect push-up, okay? But it works great because it rotates. And I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff. Same deal with this. Press on it. You can flip it upside down. So this is some great stuff right here. Work your legs, all the different areas. There's a good one right here too, is actually put it between your legs like this, like your inner thigh. And then I cross that leg over and then I press in there. Then I do the neck to the side trick. A lot of times you can get pressure out. I mean, like I feel pressure in there usually after I skate or do something. So you can do it standing too. You could like put it between your legs like this. Like I said, I like to do this when I'm soaking in water, like a sauna or something else, or the bathtub. You can do the foot one too by stepping on it. You just be like, watch my neck. The neck trick is, the timing is very important. Like, watch my timing one more time. I'm gonna show you. So here I'm gonna do a basic one. Underneath there, press, build up the pressure a little bit. Turn to the side, rotate it. Simple. Yeah, you need a little TLC, you know what I'm saying? Get a little TLC. You need some TLC on the stereo and you need to give your body some TLC. A little THC. All right, so I'm going to give you guys some more tips right now. When I exercise, or sometimes say I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to go for a run or do something along those lines, I have these knee braces right here. This is just a basic sleeve. This is from MC David. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, this is the one I put like on my leg first, and then I take these ones. These are by Futuro or whatever. And I put these on my leg, on my knees too, which are really good. So it's like I have 2 layers. So if I don't want to have both, I take one off, and this is good to put underneath it because it makes it a lot more comfortable to wear. So I like to wear these when I go for a run or I go play basketball. I've worn them going skateboarding before, but honestly, you know, I kind of prefer to skateboard without them. But if you have knee pain and you really need to use it to help prevent like future injuries or anything, I would wear them. So yeah, here's both brands. Check them out. Futuro right here. You can get these online. These are pretty cheap. There's like 20 bucks. This is a really good deal. And I tried out like every single brace, dude. These were like the best, most comfortable ones. And for ankles, this is another one by MC David right here. And you can put this on your foot, and I wear these sometimes. All right, so you might be wondering, how much force do I actually use with this? Like, what's the most force you can use? I'll be honest with you, I go full force on there. Sometimes I use like as much strength as I possibly can. So say I'm propping my leg up. I usually like, pretend I'm in the bathtub, I have my back propped up because it's hard because you keep slipping back. You need to be propped up and like really wedged in there. So I go full force. You know what I'm saying? I put as much force. Like sometimes you might get movement that you can't get unless you go really aggressive. So you just want to have your leg completely like just no muscle at all in there. You know, you don't want to be flexing it at all. Just completely loose, and then just as hard as you can. Just trying to like push it back the opposite direction. And sometimes I've gotten a couple clicks and I've gotten some movement out of there, so it's been worth it. You know, a couple times I did it and I was worried that I might have gone too aggressive or done some kind of damage there, but within a day or so it felt better and it wasn't really a big deal. So yeah, you can go too aggressive on it. I wouldn't go too aggressive, but for me, I'm only speaking for myself, I can pretty much go full force on there and have no problem. I didn't show you this technique too. I usually put some kind of padding over it, but you can take this like a screwdriver like this and just hit very specific points. Like just like when I was telling you about the acupressure thing, So you can kind of just push it in there, tap on the top. Oh man, I just got movement like that. So this shows you how effective this is. You just press. You can really dig deep in there and really press on specific areas to really get the pressure out. So I didn't want to leave you without having all the good knowledge here. And then you can also do it the side of your leg too. You can also like kind of push on the side. Do the same deal there. Sometimes I'll just hit my leg like this. I was actually going to experiment with like, I've used a hammer before. I was actually going to experiment with like a sledgehammer, something a little bigger, so I can really flex it back the other way and see if I can get some movement. I mean, I'm not trying to hit it so hard that like I, do some like kind of horrible, some damage there or anything. I'm just trying to just get some movement and flex it back the other way. You can tell if you're going too aggressive on it or not. It's pretty much just common sense. It's just a lot of it is all intuition. It's all just understanding like what your limits are and not to go past those limits. It's very simple.